Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dalaran. I just helped out with the Troll Rebellion. Decided to stop by, hang in, and talk to you guys about new guide coming up, Combat Rogue 5.3 guide, which is the video you're watching right now. This guide is completely different than 5.2, so you have to watch the whole video, the rest of it, just to get all the information needed, as it is a lot of information to pack into. First of all, one of the biggest changes is PvP power reduced by 50%. PvP power used to be the stat for all rogues to go into for damage, but now it seems like agility is going to replace it. Yep, I said agility. So get those red gems out and start gemming all your sockets with as much agility as you can. Agility is going to be your prime stat for damage now. How about the other stats? Well, go mastery, then crit, then haste. Haste, which was the #1 stat for combat rogues, is now the last required stat in 5.3. Reason why mastery is actually one of the strongest hidden abilities for combat rogues. It doesn't require energy, it restores energy as well. It hits pretty hard. It hits just about as hard as your sinister strikes, and it gives you massive damage output during killing spree. And I have tried it firsthand in BGs and arenas, and I can tell you that mastery is the way to go for combat rogues. If there will be ever a point where something new will be found, I'll make sure to cover it. But right now, just go mastery. Combat rogues are a lot different than what they used to be. Now we're about a lot of small damage. We used to be still a lot of small damage, but at least those small hits hit hard. But now it's a lot of small damage pressuring the opponents. The feel of combat rogues is, to me at least, is a lot more different than it was in 5.3 with the resilience and PvP power changes. Right now, I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the talents that I choose first of all, as we gotta go and discuss some of those issues. First of all, Subterfuge and Shadow Focus from level 15 tree are pretty good, but I like Subterfuge just because so I can put up my opener without getting stunned or pummeled or anything out of it. For level 30 tree, all three talents are good. The one I grab is Nerve Strike, mainly because I can use it on both casters and melee and healers and give myself an advantage and have more control of the battlefield. The other talents are completely your choice, and this talents shape your playstyle as well, so remember that. Level 45, I like all three of them. All three are nice. One heals you, the other can stop a killing blow, and another reduces your damage by 30%. The one I go with is Elusiveness, mainly because I like the ability to control the damage I am going to intake. That is mainly the only reason I have, and these talents will also shape your playstyle. Level 60 talents, out of the three, Shadow Step and Burst of Speed are the only good ones because Cloak and Dagger is now situational because it only requires stealth, and I'm not wasting advantage just to get to my target. The one I choose is Burst of Speed because you can use it offensively and defensively, whether you want to step up on your opponent or retreat. Level 75 talents, all three are awesome, all three are great, all three again shape your playstyle. The one I go with is Prey on the Weak because my stuns can last 8 seconds, and in RPGs that 8 seconds of pure damage can mean massive amount of cooldown popping for the rest of the team. And finally, level 90 talents, the two that I find useful are Shuriken Toss and Mark for Death. Anticipation is not as good for PvP as far as I got it. Mark of Death is awesome because it says 5 points on a target. Shuriken Toss gives you range damage. I'd go with Shuriken Toss just because I don't like to be kited. Now some of the things I want to talk about while you watch me have a gank fest with these allies. First of all, whenever you open up a target, apply Revealing Strike. That is one thing you want to always have on your target. Secondly, you want to generate all your combo points using Sinister Strikes. Sinister Strike hits hard, and while Revealing Strike is up, has a chance to generate an extra combo point when you strike. And try to maintain Slice and Dice. Slice and Dice will be able to have more procs of Main Goucher, which is your mastery. Continuing with that, get in their face, get in the opponent's face. Your Main Goucher procs and your hits are not gonna hit unless you're at them and everywhere around the guys. 5, 8-second kidney. Remember that you have an 8-second kidney. Even though it has a setup that is required, remember that you have an 8-second stun. Nobody else in the game has that. 6, separate your Shadow Blades and AR, which is Adrenaline Rush. Those two cooldowns are so vital, and you cannot blow them together because if you CC'd, you lose both of them. When in doubt, chaos out. What I mean about that is if you're at a point where you need defensives, sometimes Killing Spree can be an awesome defensive/offensive ability. Shake what your mama gave you. Use those CCs. You are a rogue. Remember that. So gouge, stun, blind, everything you got. and patience. One thing for combat rogues most of all is patience, because if you blow your cooldowns, blow your defensive, blow your trinkets, you might just end up like me, having Gangfest and then get killed by assassination rogue out of nowhere. So remember to watch out for all those things, and remember to try to remember them. Eventually, after we get a playstyle going, you won't have to memorize them, and it becomes a lot of fun and really powerful experience in a combat rogue. Some of the glyphs I enjoy is Glyph of AR, as it increases the auto attack during Adrenaline Rush. Glyph of Chipshot is not as good as it used to be, but if you need 0.5 extra seconds of stun, is nice. Exposed Armor is great, as it is 3 stacks of exposed armor on an opponent. Glyph of Recuperate is very nice because it does a lot of healing on the max amount of zones we have. It's nice as well. And lastly, gems. For red gems you want to go agility, for yellow gems you want to mainly go mastery, but for blue gems power is still the way to go for damage. So, and mix and match them for your gear and bonus gems and such. This has been Dalaran. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the battlegrounds.